Hey guys, welcome back to AOT Figma Unboxing. If you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. And today we're going to take a look at Figma Erwin Smith from Attack on Titan. And I'm a big Attack on Titan fan. I love the anime, I love the manga, I'm a fan. And I think when the older Figmas came out, I was still in college. I was very early into my collection game, so really surprising to me they're making this guy after 5 or 6 years later. I know Attack on Titan is really popular, but it seems like they weren't going to make any more. They probably lost the IP or something. I doubt it, but yeah, personally I would like to see Reiner, Annie, maybe Bertolt, I don't know. They can make a lot of characters. There's a lot of fan favorites. And if they can do this, I'm sure they can do anybody. I would like to see the season 4 look. But anyways, here's the left of the box, here is the right of the box, and here's the back of the box. This is a huge box, my friend can barely fit in. And if they can do this horse, they can do a lot of stuff, man. Like, imagine like Ocarina of Time Link with the horse. That would be very, very cool. But anyways, let's check it out. And here's the figure still in the inner packaging. Looks very, very good. Does come with a lot of stuff. All the regular stuff it came with the Attack on Titan. We have the 3D maneuver gear. We have the cape. I might replace this with a cloth one from China. I don't know. But anyways, let's check it out. Alright, so here we have the figure itself. And as expected from Figma, everything is very nicely painted and sculpted. I don't seem to have any paint issues. The joints are nice and tight. Some of them are a little bit loose, but nothing is like floppy or anything. And let's just take a closer look at the figure. It looks like he walked out straight from the anime, and this body mold has aged pretty well. It's basically exactly the same body as the older Attack on Titan figures, obviously bigger because he's a taller man. And yeah, let's jump straight into the articulation. And for the articulation, let's quickly go over it from the neck down. He can look up about this much. Can't really look down. You can tilt his head side to side, no problem. And the shoulder is just on a ball joint. You can raise his arm up about this much. We do have softening material over here. You have shoulder swivel, bicep swivel with the Figma joint, can curl about this much, and you do get a hinge wrist. And for the ab crunch, you can bend forward only about this much. Can't really bend back. Oh, actually you can. Just have to like push around a little bit and have some very good side to side movement. And for the leg, we have softened material over here, so you can kick out about this high, bend about this much, thigh swivels, side to side pivot, and toe hinge. And of course you can swivel here with the Figma joint. And I believe that's it for the articulation. Very standard. And let's check out the horse. And here's a closer look at a horse all out of the box. Very, very nice attention to detail. You even have some cloth goods for the string over here, which is very, very surprising. And they did have Figma horses before, but from what I've seen, the criticism seems to be the older horse were very floppy, like the joints are really bad. But this guy is nice and tight. I don't seem to have any loose joints. I don't see them like going loose anytime soon. It's pretty sturdy. And a lot of people are buying this figure just for the horse, which is very, very cool. And yeah, I might just get another one, I'm not sure. And let's just take a closer look at it. And I do have some paint issues here and there, especially this big dot right here, but nothing too noticeable. For the most part, it's very, very clean. And yeah, I believe that's the horse. We have some very good articulation. Actually, yeah, let me just show you guys the articulation. I believe this is just a really big I don't think, yeah, this kind of functions like a ball joint, but not really. You can move it around. You have Figma joint here, Figma joint here, Figma joint here in the tail, Figma joint here, and we have I think a ball for the neck. Yeah, it functions like a ball. And we got like a ball joint here as well for the neck. So yeah, very, very cool. The articulation is definitely good enough. And let's check out the accessories. And for the accessories, we can start with the default face, and I think they definitely nailed the expression here. Very, very nice. Better than the older Attack on Titan Figma figures, in my opinion. And next up, we have the shouting face, and I think it looks really good as well. And lastly, we have this teeth gritting angry face, and honestly, I think none of the faces are bad. They are all amazing. Just look at how angry he is. And for the interchangeable hands, it's very straightforward this time around, so I'm just going to quickly show you guys. We have the spell with hands, Figma holding hands, and the weapon holding hands. And next up, we have the 3D maneuver gear stuff. Very nicely painted and sculpted. And I think back in the days, I never really used these just for collection purposes. I'm very afraid to just like damage this. But yeah, I think I'm going to show you guys during the action poses. I love the attention to detail on this. Very, very cool. And of course, we have the smoke effect parts right here. They're all very nice. Here's the blades. And like the old ones, you can take this out. Very cool. And here's the one thing they shoot out, I believe. And then we have a bunch of strings over here. And lastly, we have the interchangeable arm piece as well as the cape, and I believe that's everything. And let's check out some action poses. And for the size comparison, let us start with some Figma figures I have around, and I think they look great. And then we have some good old Dragon Ball SH fig arts. And lastly, we have some other random figures I have around, and let's jump straight into the final thoughts. Alright, so for the final thoughts, if you are a fan of Attack on Titan, this figure is definitely a must-have. Beautiful paintwork, amazing sculpt, and he does come with a lot of stuff. This guy has a horse, man. But yeah, the only issue I have with this figure is I feel like it's a little bit overwhelming, and what I mean by that is there's a lot of stuff you can do with this, and it's a little bit too much effort, in my opinion. But yeah, if you're paying this much money for it, you might as well spend some time with it. But personally, I think there's just like, you know, with 3D maneuver gear with horses, it's very, very difficult to pose this guy properly. And yeah, I think that's it from me. Do let me know in the comments on what you think. And this is Eric. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.